The all-new 22 Civic, now on sale at Team Honda on Segan Lane.
Good morning.
How are you?
I'm great. How are you?
As well.
2 more days left in 2021.
Is that it?
Yeah.
Check that calendar.
And we're ending it hot.
Yeah.
I think it's hot.
Everybody, this is ridiculous.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, kind of overcast in a little part of the world. This is obviously
Yeah.
Port Allen looking across the river into downtown Baton Rouge. Actually, a little bit of scattered shower moving through this morning.
Yeah.
That's going to end pretty quickly, though. And then what we're going to be left with after you see, again, you can kind of see where it is and where it ain't.
Lake Charles, folks, going through it early this morning. Maybe you might get in our part of the world.
And then what happens? What?
Yeah. Warm, 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 cold.
Yeah, and that's the thing, man. Not just, yeah, you're right. Warm, cold, and it's just the degree of difference is ridiculous. Look, I get it. There's always, a good range between high and low.
Yeah.
Certainly, some days. But 82 down to 30?
Uh-huh. And then if you look at the two highs between Saturday and Monday, 30-degree difference.
Mother of pearl.
That's seasons difference.
No, that's absolutely right. That's absolutely right. And those 82s right there could break records. We just did it yesterday by like 3 degrees, so knocked it out of the park. That's stupid crazy. So that's what you have in store for the next few days, and then, get ready for that cold front. Quite odds.
So pull out those coats while you were trying to figure out what your wardrobe is going to be, and make sure you're prepared as it gets cold, because when it gets cold, something health leaders are looking out for is more cases of flu and COVID.
This was, and so right now with Omicron as well, we talked about a little bit about yesterday, some of the issues with Omicron. It does not present itself quite like Delta did. Loss of taste, loss of smell, the fever, always that kind of thing. It is a little bit different. So how do you tell with all this? It's good to have the professionals and the tests that you can take, that kind of thing. But my goodness gracious, the positive cases that were reported yesterday, the most ever since the pandemic, certainly one of the 9,300?
Highest, one of the highest we've seen in a while. I believe since September, during the Delta surge. So with high numbers like that, obviously cause for concern for health leaders, but we have tools to protect us at this point. We've got testing sites, we've got free vaccines, free testing, all free resources by the Louisiana Department of Health, by Louisiana Army National Guard. But as we continue to track what happens here with Omicron, and as we move into a new year, we still kind of want to know what the guidelines are going to be and how we're going to mitigate this. So the governor is actually providing an update today, 1 o'clock, to kind of update us on how the state is responding to the variant and the surge in cases again. So
here's how you're going to be able to see that. As Liz mentioned, 1 o'clock this afternoon. He's actually doing it. It's going to be a virtual press conference. A lot of times, like when the governor has a press conference, reporters, will kind of show up there. It's a virtual press conference, and so we're going to bring that to you in a couple different ways. We'll not be taking it live on WAFB. Won't be doing that, but any place, any smart device that you have the 9 News app, that's where we're going to put it, WAFB Plus. Find it here as well. And then the big takeaways, obviously, we'll put it online and bring it to you in later broadcasts.
We're going to have a crew there kind of asking we're going to have a crew on it kind of asking the governor questions about what we can do at home as we all kind of figure out what are we going to do to celebrate the new year. Should we celebrate together? So we anticipate a lot of these kind of updates, these moving and rolling and changing updates as we roll into 2022.
Just everybody's looking at these case counts right now, just like, oh my gosh. It's something that health leaders kind of predicted and anticipated. They just kind of saw the pattern, saw what the previous surges did, saw that this one looked like it was going to be a little bit more infectious from the first weeks or so, and then obviously saw what it did in other countries. And so now we're seeing the numbers. What happens in the new year? What happens when kids get back to school? It could be a very challenging next few weeks to a month or more here, not just Louisiana, but for the United States. But again, 1 o'clock, the governor.
We're going to guide you through it.
We're talking about all those celebrations. New Year's Eve. I'm pretty sure it is tomorrow.
It is tomorrow. So if you and your friends, family deciding, well, let's pull back on the party, let's just do something with our immediate family, well, why not stop by a local fireworks stand in Denham Springs, in Port Allen? You got a number of options. Callie was actually live at Pyro City this morning there in Livingston Parish. Can't miss the big yellow tent off the interstate. Great. Just awesome.
What a great
You've got a grand poobah firework operator there. He's awesome. He's going to guide you to kind of see what's appropriate for your family, whether you have little children, grown-ups, you name it, he's got it for you there. But they were talking about fire safety this morning and how to handle all of that.
Exactly. And, maybe it sounds redundant. Maybe it sounds ridiculous. Why are you talking about fire safety? We do stories every year because somebody wasn't paying attention, that kind of thing. And very clearly, there are places where you're not supposed to be doing this.
Yeah.
Where, you ask? I'm glad you asked. Right here, find the story at 9 News app, WAFB.com. Every parish and all the cities, that kind of thing, in our viewing area, where it's legal, where it's illegal. For instance, if you are in, we do this every year just because we feel like we have to, if you're in East Baton Rouge, nowhere. Not anywhere in the no cities, no parish. It's illegal to light them off or buy them. That kind. Now, that being said, you know it's gonna happen in your neighborhoods.
And that's why I'm so glad you said it. You hear it, but it should not be going
exactly
on.
right. Completely illegal. Leave it to the pros. There are places you can go.
Like the Red Sick Revelry, which we're going to talk about more on Let's Talk Thursday. But it's so annoying to hear them go off because you've got veterans, you've got pets, you've got people who are just uncomfortable hearing all of that popping off all night.
Yeah,
it's infuriating.
And so, and certainly, I mean, if you're going to be doing this, New Year's Eve would be the only one to do it. You just talked about like the dogs and the veterans, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
You know, we'll be the 3rd, the 4th, the 5th of January, and the fireworks are going off unexpectedly, and all of a sudden the dog jumps out the window, out the door. They get loose, that kind of thing. And anyway, it's please just do it where you can and do it safely.
That's the goal. That's why Kelly's got it all outlined for you. She made it real easy.
She did. Not easy. Not easy. This trip last night to the plains of Auburn for the LSU Fighting Tiger men's basketball team.
It's hard to accept that when they've been undefeated, and I know it wasn't SEC play, but still, you had hopes. You wanted a great season so far, and we knew that it'd be a challenge coming on, but a little bit rough to watch last night.
It is. I think if you are looking at it objectively before even the game tipped off last night, you'd say, you know what? They're probably going to lose this game just based on what Auburn has already done, and the teams that LSU had played probably going to lose the game. But I imagine it's going to be kind of close, 18-1 at one point. So they were getting just absolutely boat raced. Now, to their credit, they were able to come back. They got within a half dozen points a couple times. Final score of 70-55 makes it kind of look like what it was. But you know, Will Wade was quick to talk about it. Still very high on this team. Great foundation. Some young players. We got a long way to go still.
It was a good test. It was a good test.
Big time.
Good to know. They've got some work to do before they face off against Kentucky next week. So lots to celebrate, but lots to, as in the new year, going into a new year. And a lot of work on before another SEC opponent.
Big time. It is the very first few games of the SEC season, like you mentioned, Auburn, Kentucky, Tennessee. And every one of these guys ranked. So we'll see the women obviously play tonight. They open up SEC play. They're at Georgia. That'll be. And so again, their first real big test as well. You would have to think they've played some non-conference squads as well, but conference play, man.
Looking forward to it. We wish them the best tonight, and we'll recap their game tomorrow.
Speaking of numbers.
No one won the major jackpot last night. It was $441 million last night, but because no one took home that grand prize, it rises again.
So you're saying I got a shot?
You got a shot. You got time to get those tickets.
Got to play to win. Got to play to win.
You got to play to win.
So every morning, well, not every morning. Every morning when I come into work, pass by one of the digital billboards with all the exactly. And so that's how I know. You know, whether somebody won or whether I'm going to win. The next time that we buy the tickets. Again, I need to purchase the tickets first of all. So I'm driving by that billboard. I'm getting to it, a little blurry, nobody won. And so I absolutely know that's going to be a quick little story that we talk about in the morning. Certainly when it gives above that like that 400 million range.
That's
like
big
somebody
money.
wouldn't take $10 million, right? Or $4 for just like a sandwich somewhere. So
look, you recoup what you lost.
Exactly.
You make your money back.
Exactly right. Win your dollars.
Yeah.
So there you go. Next drawing is Saturday night.
So we'll recap it Sunday morning and let you know if someone won the jackpot. Hopefully, if someone won, it's a Louisianian.
Hopefully,
I would hope.
Your new best friend. Your new best friend.
Hi.
Hi, good to see you.
I like
Come
chocolate.
on over.
Yeah.
844 Government Street. Liz likes chocolate.
Hello, I'll share.
Good to see you.
Share. Good to meet you.
You know what? You win the lottery. We'll give you your own show right here, WAP Plus.
We actually will, because we would love to know what you plan on doing with that money. Maybe it could be a series. I kind of think it is. There's a documentary on how people have spent their big jackpots, and some people didn't turn out so great. And some people were smart. It's fascinating because no one anticipates to become
falling into that kind of cash.
Yes, that kind of money.
And how you do it. And how you,
do you roll in? I'm just so curious. There's so many questions.
I mean, where do you bury it?
Right. Ooh.
Where do you buy? Do you buy your island immediately?
Yes. Yacht. Airplane?
I don't
Do you
see
know
exactly,
runway?
and so that's
so
why.
many questions.
So there you go.
Matt
So,
said
yeah,
it.
if you win the lottery, WAFB Plus.
Come on.
Hold on, I'm getting word from our general manager.
We didn't approve it.
That's not approved quite yet.
But it's okay. We'll talk it over. With that kind of money, come
I'm
on.
sure he's all in.
Why not? It's
Absolutely.
interesting.
It'd be great stuff.
I think so too.
So that would be awesome to look forward to in the new year.
Yeah.
Coming up on YouTube. So we kind of sign off on a lot of these: Amazon Fire TV, Roku, Apple TV, with WAP Plus. Going to stick around on YouTube. We would love to hear you yell at 2021 for a while.
Ooh.
We're going to kick it to the curb, and then we are going to welcome in 22. So
I like it.
what you are happy to be done with,
Yes.
and what you can't wait to see.
I love that.
Yell at it.
Rounding out the
Vent.
year in a venting, hopeful note for 2022. And while you do all that, make sure you grab an umbrella because it's going to be maybe a rainy day.
Yeah.
Second to last day before we head out into 2022. And you better bet it's going to be muggy. Another day of it being muggy in our part of the world until we usher in the cold temperatures back for 2022.
South Louisiana.
Oh, have at it.
All right, let's yell at 2021. Jump on YouTube and tell us what you think about it.